how to defend ourselves and how to speak up for others and how to push back and how to do those things and how to understand, what do I believe? Why do I believe it? And then learn how to defend it. Once you begin to able to defend it, you can then listen to anything. Then you can be anywhere, listen to any kind of damaging, logical fallacy filled, whatever you want to. And you'll be able to pick out logical fallacy. Oh, that's illogical. That doesn't work. That's self-refuting. That's circular. Oh, that's good. That was a good thing. Okay. And you begin to pick, and so then you'll be able to go through your own life. You'll be able to go through your own life and go, let's pull out my philosophies. Let's pull out. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I'm going to give you guys a challenge to take one thought you have about life or about God. Take one thought that you have, write it down on a piece of paper. I think God is such and such. I think religion is such and such. I think this is the best thing of life, whatever it is. And then give yourself 3 arguments to back that up. I think this because of this, I think this because of this, and I think this because of this. And I challenge you to give it to a good friend and have them challenge it back and have them read over it and see what they say. What you're going to find out is they're probably not going to agree with you, and it's going to cause some tension. Like, oh, I didn't know you believed that, and you believe that because of this. Oh, wow, I don't. That's interesting. And then, if you want to, I would love if you guys would send me some of those at let's not do that one. Let's go hello at goodwarfarecommunications.com. Hello at goodwarfarecommunications.com. You can go to my website and you'll see it on the website, or go to Instagram and follow that link. Instagram is at unabashedly resolute. Send me some of those, and I will actually go through and we'll apply laws of logic to those. We'll apply correspondence theory. We'll apply some of the tools that I'm talking about to those, and see if you have any holes in what you believe about certain things. And it's going to be interesting, because what you're going to find out is you don't actually have linear logic. You have compartmentalized logic about certain things. Now, I'll very quickly go over compartmentalized logic. Compartmentalized logic is when you have a little bubble of something that says, well, I believe this about abortion. And all of your thoughts are self-contained in abortion. And then you come over here and you say, well, I believe this about God. And it's all self-contained. So the same laws that you applied in the abortion, you cannot apply those to logic. So you create new and different laws for logic. And for traditional marriage versus same-sex marriage, you have that over there. For politics, Republican versus Democrat, or libertarian constitutionalism, you have this. For founding fathers, you have all these little bubbles where you have self-contained thoughts, and each self-contained thought has a different template of philosophy applied to it. And when you begin to pull out those bubbles and try to place them on a linear thought about the beginning of time, the origination of time, on morality, on the afterlife, on sin, and you begin to pull these things out and look at something, and you try to make that a linear thought that goes from point A to point B to point C, you're going to find out that you're not even on the line. You are everywhere. You're all over the map, and most of your compartmentalized thoughts are going to be outliers from a linear line of logic. So my challenge to you is to begin to work and try to apply the same logic to each thing that you have. That's a good starting point, is try to go, well, I have this template of logic for this. Now I need to apply that to say, oh, that doesn't even fit. That's a square peg, round hole. Square peg, round hole. Wait, this is only about this one. And I'll tell you why I talk about this, because there was a guy I listened to on the internet one time. I don't know how I found this podcast or this message or whatever it was. But he's the guy who debated bioethics. Bioethics are abortion issues. He debated bioethics issues. And he says, I don't talk about it because the minute that I say that, oh, I debate on abortion, somebody gives me their opinion. And he goes, it's always uncomfortable. I'm on an airplane or I'm somewhere that I have to, I'm in a hurry, or it's somewhere I don't want to talk about it. And so it's always going to be tense and people are going to get upset. So I don't even talk about it. But one day I'm out in the playground with my daughter and I'm swinging my daughter on the playground. And a lady comes up to me and she goes, hey, how you doing? This is your daughter? Yeah, whatever, And she goes, so what do you do for a living? And he goes, for some reason, I said, oh, I debate bioethics issues. She goes, oh, you talk about abortion. It's like she knew immediately. He says, yes, that's what I do. And immediately she offered up her opinion. She says, well, I don't think it's right, but I'm not going to force my beliefs on someone else. It's not my right to tell somebody that they can't do it. And he said, I sighed and I asked her, can I repeat back to you what you just told me? This is the pushback that I'm talking about that is very beneficial in life. If we learn how to do this with humility and grace, we can help change people's lives. He simply looked at her and said, here's what you told me. I believe abortion is murder, but it's not my place to tell somebody else they can't murder their own child. And she thought about that for a minute and she said, you know what? You're right, I did say that. And that view is inconsistent. Now it sounds nice, but it's rooted in something that is self-refuting. You could never apply that template of understanding to anything else in life because it would completely fall apart and people would say, well, you're ridiculous. That would never work in any other circumstance, but we've compartmentalized that to work over here, and then we jump to something else. So by listening to these podcasts and by reading the essays, and hopefully you guys will come out to the live podcast, and I'll talk about that more in a second, and by engaging, we can begin to teach you how to use these tools, and you can begin to equip yourself and begin to help those around you in your sphere of influence and go, hey, that's compartmentalized. That's not fully thought out. That's not linear. Let's talk about that. And you do it in the arenas of God and politics because those are the two most important areas of our life where we fundamentally need to understand what we mean, what we believe, and why we believe it. We need to understand the epistemology of our beliefs about God and our beliefs about politics. Now, on February 26th, that's coming up, we are doing a live podcast at Jay's place, which is in Nicholasville on Main Street. So if you're in Lexington, you come down 27. You're going to turn on. You're going to turn in left and go downtown, right there by car dealership and Dairy Queen and all that. You're going to turn left and go down Main Street past Walmart and keep going all the way down until you almost get out of downtown. And it's going to be right there. And if you go to the website or you go to if you go to goodwarfarecommunications.com, you'll find a link to the address. You copy and paste that address into Google Maps. It'll take you right there. Coming up from the Danville area, Lancaster area, you're going to go up 27 and do the same thing. We'd love to see you guys out there, but it's going to be on Jay's Place. Jay's Place is an awesome coffee shop and a little restaurant in Nicholasville. It's just fantastic. Exposed brick walls. It's just really got a cool ambiance. So we're going to do a live podcast there. And the format's going to be, there are going to be questions that are open to the guests there. It's going to be on Google Hangout. It's going to be on Skype. What I mean is you guys can call in live. It's going to be a live podcast at 6 p.m. when it starts. So go to Spreaker.com and look up Unabashedly Resolute. Those of you that don't know where this is, join Spreaker. Follow us on Spreaker there. But you're going to go to Spreaker. And you're going to go to Unabashedly Resolute, and you're going to click on the live podcast. And you can then chat with us. You can call us. You can watch us. Hopefully, we're going to have it on a live stream. We're going to try to. I can't promise anything. But you'll be able to watch it live and see what's going on, all the interactions. We would love to have you in person, though, because you guys are going to actually get to talk to us and ask us questions. So come with your questions. And as I said, the semi-open mind. I know it's impossible to come with a completely open mind, but semi-open mind. and let's engage in some real dialogue, engage in some real conflict, engage in some. I don't call it. It's not contentious. It's contending. It's contending. So it's going to be on February 26th, 2016. It's going to be at 6 p.m. and it's going to go till 7:30, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. If you get there at 5 o'clock, there will hopefully be a live music from a local artist there playing before the show. So we're going to make a big deal of it. We're going to have it every month. Every month, come down to Jay's Place. The dates will be posted up on the website. Every month at Jay's Place, come on down, or find us on the internet and listen live. Now, this will not take the place of all the podcasts. I'm going to try to do a podcast a week, and then we'll do the 3 podcasts during the month, and then a live podcast once a month. So there'll be a live podcast plus there'll be 4 podcasts a week. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do, because I really want to have you guys be equipped and trained. And if anybody has any questions, if anybody has any things like I disagree with that, please hello@goodwarfarecommunications.com. hello@goodwarfarecommunications.com. GOODWARFARECOMMUNICATIONS.com. That's right, I spelled it all out. It's been great having you guys listen today. We'll have another one out next week. We will not be. It will be hard in the month of March. In the month of March, I may not have any podcasts out because we're going to be in Nepal doing a photography workshop for the entire month. So we will be gone. But someone will be having a live podcast at Jay's Place. I will try to get some out while I'm in Nepal, but I will be busy with the workshop. So we'll try to still get one out a week. If it's nothing more than just giving you guys an update of what's going on. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming and reasoning with me. And we will see you next time. Bye.